So I am very late to the game, but apparently Ludwig is talking about a news anchor lady that thinks video games are stupid. Well, so was collecting stamps, but I wouldn't know. I'm not a boomer.
See a video online that pisses me off, and I want to say something. I want to yell at the person who made the video or is in the video because it pisses me off, but I don't, because that just gives it more engagement. Maybe that was their goal in the first place, so I bite my tongue. But today's different. Today I'm mad. I'm mad because I saw a video that pissed me off. We're gonna talk about it. You might have seen this video too. It's about a kid.
I haven't really. Like the funny thing, like I don't get a lot of my news on my own. I get my news from doom scrolling TikTok. Not TikTok. Doom scrolling Instagram, if not doom scrolling YouTube and X. But what happened here?
And it was them reporting on it. It was a journal.
It is the year of our Lord 2024, and Sky News is still telling people who play video games to go outside and get some fresh air. Notably, on the same day that they're praising a 16-year-old dart player. Okay. What else? That seems some abusive comments being directed at them. But, okay, cool. So... But hey, that is actually a huge news that, like, 13-year-old becomes first player to beat Tetris game. Which, again, he is 13 years old.
Journalist reporting on the story. But they decided to go freestyle. So this is them first explaining what happened.
He beat the original Nintendo version of the game by reaching such a high level that the coding froze. I left the program unable to generate any more falling blocks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As a mother, I would just say step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air. Beating Tetris is not a life goal. Speaking of fresh air.
That is quite a problem. Like, hearing that as a mother, like, this is where I can understand why this video is a problem, because things are spiraling down from here, because as a mother, this is insulting, because number one, he is 13. What kind of life goals are you expecting him to have by saying that is not a life goal? Please, there are people set records, and he was going to be known as someone who beat Tetris for the first time, and now he's going to be known as the kid that got dunked on by an adult lady who is generationally deaf to what the kid goes through. Like, it's funny to where, like, You may celebrate a 16-year-old for becoming the dart champion. You may celebrate a kid who got his first trophies. This is this 13-year-old's trophy. The ability on record for beating a game that was seemingly impossible. He broke a record that was important to him, and that is important. But you as a mother, you don't care. You as a mother, you think that running is a good skill to show off, you know, like it's an accomplishment. Be glad your mother has a journalist job.
Dude, whoa, that's so annoying. Why even say that? Why even throw that in? A little spice on at the end. He's 13 years old. What do you mean life goal? The kid's got another 80 years to chew through.
Because like when I was 13, I was just so busy just like running around with people, trying to make friends in school. When I was 13, I was just getting into middle school. I was very concerned with how people were looking at me. I was concerned about a lot of these things. And the entire time that I was 13, my mom only cared about me having good grades. So she and my mom would be very good friends. But like the idea that they are downplaying an achievement, whether or not you believe in it, is a problem. Like whether or not you believe that it's a monumental thing. It is a monumental event for this kid, much like how it was. If you see your kid's first time walking, that is a monumental achievement. You celebrate that. If you see a kid finally learning how to swim for the first time, that is a monumental achievement. Learning how to drive, monumental achievement, and that's important for that person. I can even almost say that the value of an achievement is subjective, but it is very important for the person who perceives it as a achievement. But this lady don't care.
Is a better life goal being a Sky News anchor? As a journalism major, I can tell you it's not. It's not going to pay a lot of the bills. I'll tell you that much. Now, I'm not trying to just spend this entire video attacking this journalist or this.
Somebody else attacked her already.
Okay, she's a boomer. She doesn't get it because she'll gladly go on her show and then compliment the.
It was a darts final that will never be forgotten. We speak to the new world champion, and apparently, why is that more important of an achievement than a 13-year-old who has done something to a game that's been around before he was born?
Darts world champion. She doesn't tell the darts world champion to go outside. What about the merits of being really good at a video game versus being really good at poker or billiards? Like, what actually matters? If it doesn't involve some physical activity that maybe improves your health, which has some inherent value, what's the real difference? It's all arbitrary games we made up. Okay, it's not just necessarily better because one is in front of a screen and the other isn't. I don't believe these things. Maybe it's because my job is to play video games, but I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb what she said. She took away this boy's accomplishment.
Yeah, like the fact that a parent is taking away another kid's accomplishments is poor form. That is a shit mother who is throwing her own values onto somebody that she knows nothing about.
I did a little digging, and again, we're not just spending this whole
Please,
video talking
Ludwig, tell me more.
about
What's going on?
how that world record's dope as shit, and I might have something to do with it. I found this out today. It's been blowing my mind. Now, for context,
What did you
are
do?
Totally new to this. This is the Tetris that they made the movie about. The original Tetris that was on the Nintendo that shipped with the NES, and it was a whole big thing. It was the most popular game in the world. In this video is him actually beating it. The guy's name is Blue Scooty on YouTube. He posted a video about it, 1.7 million views. Here's him breaking it. And he basically got so deep in the game crashed. He's the first kid to ever do that. First human to ever do that.
He is so excited. Look at him. He's so happy.
Ever done in the history of the world. By the way,
He's
he
ecstatic.
dedicated this to his father, who passed away like last month. Like, how did you do research to find out how he got the record, but not be like, oh yeah, great accomplishment, kid, good shit, and you dedicate to your father? Oh no.
Yeah, no, like this is a journalist from Sky News who got a degree as a journalist, and he was on the TV show, who was on the news as a journalist. If you've done your due diligence, Lois Lane, you would have figured out the reason why he made so much noise about this, why he is so happy about this accomplishment. No, you're a journalist. You only skim the top and make a story about that. That's what you do. That's what you do, Jane.
Said she tears him down. Blows my mind. But again, it's not about her. It's not about her. I don't give a shit about her. I don't give a shit about her. I give a shit about this kid, Blue Scooty, who did the impossible.
Blue Scooty did so good.
Game Scout really goes in depth and explains why this is so impressive, how it's so cool, if it can be replicated. I very much recommend watching this video. I'm not going to be able to tell you. All right, Tetris is a 34-year-old game. All you have to know is that this is the first time someone's ever done that. And only recently, the past few years, have they even had the ability to do that. And I think there was like a TAS run that broke the game not too long ago, like a few years ago. But it's actually Cheese, another Tetris player, who invented the technique implemented. All right? And they invented this technique called rolling. You might have heard of this before. It's just how you play Tetris a little bit faster. It involves basically rolling on the back of an NES controller so that it hits your finger rather than having to hit the button itself. You have a larger pad to hit off. Makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Cheese came up with it. Let's listen to a Game Scout video on how Cheese came up with it.
Cheese watched a YouTube tutorial on button mashing where a player was getting extra taps on a GameCube controller by pushing the controller into the finger over the buttons from the other side. So
now that video looked really familiar while I was doing research about this story. So I decided to look it up, and I was right. This video is by Silver Boxer. And if you don't know that name, let me just show you a couple seconds of this video.
For the nice folks at home, this is guide.
And you might be wondering, Ludwig, why are you on the screen right there? It's because Silver Boxer is the button mashing goat. The button mashing goat that I pulled out of retirement when I did this about 4 years ago. Yeah!
The Mario.
And that's because I hired
201?
somebody to break this Mario Party minigame, which usually has a cap of 160, meaning you can't mash more than 16 times a second, to be up to 300, which is the max you could theoretically do in 10 seconds based off the polling rate of the game.
Okay.
And I got the first 200 because, well, I invented this shit. I asked the guy to remove the cap, that nobody else played it before me who was better than me. And I broke 200 first. I did do that. And then I said, if anyone's able to beat me, I'll pay them a nice reward, $10 per button press. I think that's what it was. And you know who the fucking person who beat me was? I can't find the video, but I think he took it down. It was Silver Boxer, who is a much better masher than me. I'm pretty fucking good. He got 238.
How would you
All right?
do that?
And you know
though?
how I learned
That's
how
really
to mash
cool.
in the first place? An even older button mashing guide from Silver Boxer.
Silver Boxer taught
This
him
guy's
how to
the
do it.
true mashing goat. I watched his video in college to beat my friends at Mario Party, so I would have a couple of games I was good at, and then I just kept doing it.
That's
Never
crazy.
got as good as Silver Boxer. My God, you are a legend.
Wait, how quickly
But
was he
then I
doing
just-
that?
In college, I'm telling you, this guy. and mash even older button mashing guide from Silver Boxer. I'm telling you, this guy is the
How many
true
clicks
mashing
was that?
goat. I watch his video.
That's so many clicks in like 3 seconds. Why my
To
god.
beat my friends at Mario Party, so I would have a couple of games I was good at, and then I just kept doing it. Never got as good as Silver Boxer. My god, you are a legend. But that video made me do the mashing, made Silver Boxer do another video, which included me in it, made a Tetris player watch it, innovate on the Tetris meta, made a kid who watched the documentary of how that mashing got invented get into Tetris, and then that kid broke the fucking world record, and then he's getting flamed on Sky News as if this isn't like one of the coolest things that could have ever happened. How many humans across the globe?
That the fact that Sky News was flaming a kid, like, you have to imagine that. How many hands did the news about a 13-year-old breaking the game go through? Like, how many hands did the news about this kid breaking the record of being the first one to beat the game? How many hands did that go through before she makes the comment as a mother to bash and to disvalue somebody's achievement? That is a mother that I do not want to meet.
To make this happen, and we're being mean. Anyway, I figured of this meanness, some niceness could come. If this story was somewhat interesting to you or cool to you.
How well? What
Scooty,
happened?
Blue Scooty. He streams.
Scooty's mom here. We need your help. Scooty was suspended because Twitch believed he's too young, but we all know he's 13 years old. 2 weeks ago, we sent his birth certificate and ID and haven't seen it back. That is so terrible. Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry that you got banned because, like, he's young. He's of the appropriate age.
Unfortunately, not on Twitch. He used to stream on Twitch, but Twitch banned him because he was too young. Not allowed to create an account if you're under 13. I think he's over 13 now. For being honest, he probably made the account when he was under 13, and so that's why they banned him. Look, Twitch, if you can help this guy out, it would be a fucking huge W. He's over 13. He's godlike. He deserves it. He also is streaming on YouTube if you guys want to give him some love. Over at Blue Scooty, but just wanted to give a shout out and talk about that story. I'll keep it under 8 minutes, so there's no mid-roll ads. But that's it. Though you don't have to go attack the news anchor.
I personally want to attack the news anchor because I already did that more than enough on this video as it is. The fact that our parents found this news, decided that this was cool to report, and then all of a sudden, like, on the news, sit down, cameras on, and say, that there was nothing to be happy. There was nothing to be happy about, to celebrate about, being some kid who did this achievement for his father who passed away. You're saying as a parent that this achievement, there is no value to it, and to tell him to go touch grass. And in other news related to touching grass, like, that is a problem, because as I go through this, like, video, you're telling me to not, like, bash on him. I want to bash on her because, like, that's a disappointing thing to hear from a parent. One of the top news includes, like, let's see, like, people are celebrating that his dad must have been so proud, and his mom seemed awesome by asking people for help to get his account back because, like, the fact that he did it for his mom, he did it for his dad. That's really cool. The news anchor from Sky News needs to eat a brick because, like, that's a problem. What else was that? The boomer mentality often overlooks the skill, determination, and innovation behind such an achievement. This kid did something incredible in a digital domain, and it's high time we start recognizing digital feats just like we do physical ones. It makes a lot. That is completely true. The fact that you, like, even if you feel like the kid should have touched grass instead of being on the computer, it doesn't change the fact that the amount of dedication and time needed to get that achievement is no different from the 16-year-old dart champion that you covered on. Why does his achievement value more than the 13-year-old who completed 100% Tetris till it broke? Why does that value more than the other? I don't know. Tell me. What do you think? What your thoughts are? What are your thoughts on this? I don't know. I'm upset about this parent. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Okay? That's it. Bye-bye.